Hey guys, my name is Manny. Yes, this is my first fragrance review on this YouTube channel, and I can't wait to get it started. We may as well kick it off with a big one. It's the reformulated magnetic cap version of Amouage's Jubilation XXV. Created in 2007 to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the Oman-based perfume house Amouage, Jubilation XXV is one of their flagship offerings. Truly a masculine scent, J25 is classified as an Oriental fougere, and it comes in the standard Amouage flask and box. According to Fragrantica, top notes are orange, coriander, labdanum, tarragon, olibanum or frankincense, and blackberry. Middle notes are guaiac wood, cinnamon, bay leaf, honey, orchid, rose, clove, and celery seeds. And the base notes are apopanax, patchouli, myrrh, cedar, musk, oak moss, ambergris, oud, and immortelle. The nose behind this composition and its many notes is none other than the former CDG perfumer who is currently with l'artisan parfumeur Bertrand Duchaufour. Upon spraying Jubilation XXV on my skin, I immediately recognized the blackberries, which gave me this kind of sweet smoky effect. This carried on a little more than I expected, which was totally fine with me because I love blackberry. It then meshed well with the honey and the cinnamon and the heart, which really came alive onto my skin, even onto the dry down. Here the oud and myrrh provided the sweeter notes with some body into my evenings, so if I can describe this in a few words, it's a hot mess that actually works. That being said, its sillage and projection is fairly strong on my skin too. It projects like a beast for at least 5 hours, and just like other Amouages, it is a silent killer. You'll suffer from olfactory fatigue super fast, or at least I did, and then I thought that the scent was gone. Little did I know that it really wasn't, because a friend of mine did get a whiff of this even a few hours since I first sprayed it, and she was at least a few feet before complimenting it, so it definitely does fill up the room. Weather-wise, with this type of composition, I'd stick to cooler temperatures, and again you'll find about 5 hours of great projection, then it becomes a lovely skin scent for at least 10. Also to note, I would not be of the thought to overspray this thing. Good lord will this linger. A spray for each of my wrists and 2 sprays for the sides of my neck were definitely strong enough. Then on to spraying on clothes. Be careful with that, because the first time I used this fragrance, I sprayed it onto my dress shirt, and as I was doing my laundry 4 days later, I still got a huge whiff of Jubilation XXV from my shirt before tossing it into my washer. It was honestly as if I was sniffing my wrists during the dry down. It was pretty fresh, so be easy when spraying onto clothes because more than even one spray could be too strong and uninviting as far as compliments. But let's talk about compliments. Both females and males were at least intrigued by the scent on me. They'll at least ask me what I am wearing, and about 4 of 10 people would say that they like the scent. I'd say 3 out of 10 would love it, and would ask me where they can get it for themselves or a significant other, and then 3 would give me a mixed reaction, and or not ask me about my fragrance whatsoever. Keep in mind that I have reserved this fragrance for formal or celebratory upscale get-togethers, so occasion is key with Jubilation XXV. Its many notes don't have mass appeal in mind like certain designer fragrances or other offerings from the niche house of Amouage like Reflection Man for example, and it definitely smells too ritzy for a professional office work setting. That being said, if you plan to use Jubilation XXV solely for those upscale get-togethers, you can't go wrong with it. I'm not speaking hyperbole when I say this is one of the most regal and ritzy scents out there. But appearance-wise, what about its presentation? Because it's an Amouage, it's obviously sexy altogether, starting with its standard box. On the top you have in gold print its concentration of course in eau de parfum, and then Amouage branding above it. On the front, Amouage Jubilation XXV with the house emblem, and on the bottom, more details including ingredients, batch code, and contact information. Opening it up, you see the bottle resting on its velvet throne. Purely vintage Amouage right here, it doesn't get more classy than this. Onto ratings now however, if I had to give it a score out of 5 stars, Jubilation XXV Man gets a 5 out of 5. Amouage went with a simple yet elegant look to commemorate their 25th anniversary, and it worked in my opinion. Sure, the box doesn't have quite the bold aesthetic like Interlude or Epic Man for example, but I like the textured, black, simple look myself, and when you combine that with the gorgeous bottle and liquid and the blue Swarovski crystal on the golden cap, J25 has to get a 5 out of 5 on presentation. Next up is scent. Honestly guys, 5 out of 5. That blackberry opening is killer. In a good way that is. I don't think there's another masculine scent out there, niche or designer, that does blackberry quite like Jubilation XXV Man. But everything is on point in my books, from the opening to the dry down. Each level of notes actually does work for my skin. Altogether, I can't think of anything else like it, so it is unique as well, so I have no choice but to give this Douche à Four masterpiece a 5 out of 5 for scent. Performance wise, it's also getting a 5 out of 5. Yep, there's kind of a trend here. I think 10 hours plus with more than a decent amount of sillage and projection is more than enough to give Jubilation XXV Man a perfect score here. In terms of versatility, this is where J25 falters for me. Here it gets a 3 out of 5. I can't see this as a signature scent unless you're a middle-aged man trying to channel his year-round warmth and elegance. That's just kind of what comes to mind when I think of people trying to pull this thing off daily. If you really appreciate the unique blend, I understand why you would select this as your signature, but I'd personally recommend something a little subtler. Also, it is pretty pricey before discount when comparing it to some of the other ones in the Amouage line, like Journey, Lyric, or Reflection. Not quite beloved or sunshine territory, but it still retails for $250 US on the Amouage website. Again, I'd reserve this thing for special nightly occasions in the fall or winter, to where you aren't trying to be overly sexy and romantic, but rather warm and rich. Perfect for mature college students and anyone older if you ask me. Last category is compliments, and I'm giving Jubilation XXV Man a 4 out of 5 here. No way can I give this a perfect 5 because of how mixed a reaction it got in the end, but still most of it was positive, with more liking and loving the scent rather than being indifferent or hating it, so I think 4 out of 5 is just here. Overall, that brings us to a total of 22 out of 25 stars. Yes, I highly recommend you buy this because I like the scent that much, and you aren't going to get it elsewhere in my opinion. Of course, you have to like it yourself, and it's paramount that you have occasions for it if you are going to get this thing. If you have over a few $100 that you're looking to spend on a traditionally versatile niche fragrance, this isn't for you though. But if you are willing to spend that kind of money for a cool weather, celebratory scent, to me, Jubilation XXV Man is definitely the way to go. And that about does it for my review of this Amouage's Jubilation XXV Man. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming here for my first review. If you guys liked the video, please leave me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below if you guys have any critiques for my nose or this format, or if you guys want to see something new in the future, like a specific review or some type of content. Just let me know in the comments if you want to see something. Also, please do favorite this video. That will help me a lot, and subscribe if you want to see more in the future. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.